We're chronically Caucasian vocal analyst, and we are going to move on. We're going to watch another one of these delicious Mariah Carey tunes, and it's going to be Open Arms. Fantastic. Little journey, both literally and figuratively. Let's do this.
This empty house seems so cold.
Oh my goodness. She got tricks. So this goes back to, like, she had nodules starting when she was a kid, so, or at least younger. So the amount of experience that she has in being able to use nodules is incredible. Most of the time, in classical teaching and in conventional wisdom, polyps or nodules are like a death sentence. That's pretty much true in opera. But Mariah, Bonnie Tyler, Tom Waits, I mean, there's so many people with vocal damage who make it work. And in particular, she's so exact. Like, listen to how she'll change from breathy into something else immediately. Like, that's really tricky to be that light. A vocal polyp is a callus, right? And if a callus builds, the vocal folds are, for women, about the size of a dime put together. So when they're like that, and there's this little thing here that's sticking out, it makes it so that the folds don't quite close all the way, unless you give it a little bit of an oomph. Like if you belt, then, you know, the folds are so fat and thick and put together that the polyp is negligible. But whenever she goes smooth and soft, the folds are not together that much. And so the consequence of the polyp ends up showing up. And she uses that in a musical way. Like, listen to how she goes from breathy to something else.
This empty house seems so cold.
Make runs matter. 2024. Vote for runs that matter. A bunch of notes is not musically compelling. Listen to how much she does through all of this run. It's bonkers, right? All of these runs are approached in a dramatically different way. We got yodel, we got breathy to not breathy, we have aspirate abrupts, which is right? The sudden closure of the folds. Like, none of these runs are the same.
This empty house seems so cold.
And it's musical. It's musical. Right? That's just beautiful. Beautifully done. This woman has an entire concert to finish. This is incredible. She got a whole list of things that she's got to do. And belts, if done with any excess whatsoever, is not good, and it's very draining. But these belts are pristine, and you'll hear it at the end of Tokyo Dome, the concert. Like, she's still got all of it. Singing for an hour and a half when you're the only one on stage, when your repertoire is as difficult as hers. I mean, it's Herculean. Opera singers don't sing straight for an hour and a half. I mean, it's ridiculous. Vowels. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Watch how she goes from bright. How the lips are pursed a little bit. Not so much of a bright vowel here. Very bright. Contrasting. Always smart. And as she goes lower, the opening is less wide. Not because it's better or worse, but because it rounds off the sound, right? And so she's going through a journey in this phrase, and she's past the apex of the phrase, right? The 2/3-ish mark, right? Obviously, it's not like mathematical or precise, but you know what I'm saying. Like the apex of this specific phrase is gone and past, and she used a bright vowel when she was on it. And now she's finishing the phrase by tying it off really nicely with a round vowel, you know. And then she starts the next phrase with, and it's nothing like the other. It's very unlike the previous one. She's very, very specific. Swoon. I'm not gonna lie, my favorite part is actually when she brings it and she gets real. That gives me chills. She's an artist in the best of ways, and I think a lot of people who are not terribly familiar with Mariah hear a lot about her range, but like, chills. Like, this is very intimate and brilliant. So yeah.
And it's gonna be